Hey, what's up? This is Jag Manget for the Sports Post podcast, and let's get down to it. It is June 1st, 2021, and last night, if you guys missed out, then I feel so bad for you. Montreal Canadiens came back from a 3-1 deficit, series 3-1, to beat to beat the Toronto Maple Leafs in I guess you could say not even a close matchup because Montreal came out swinging 2-0, and then Maple Leafs got the one goal, and then Canadians ended up getting an empty netter. So no, it's 3-1. They came back from, and 3-1 they beat the Maple Leafs. So they sent the Maple Leafs packing, and Montreal advances to take on the Winnipeg Jets, and Colorado is in a series 1-0 up on the Vegas Golden Knights. Islanders played last night with Boston. They tied it up series one apiece, and Tampa Bay Lightning is up 1-0 against the Carolina Hurricanes. So tonight you have game 2 of the Tampa Bay game against Carolina Hurricanes. I honestly thought that the Carolina Hurricanes would, you know, at least get the first game. But no, it's just battle. These two teams are evenly matched, and they're very damn good. I'll tell you that much. So I'm still sticking with my pick, Carolina Hurricanes. Still sticking with those guys, and hopefully something happens tonight. Hopefully they even the series. To the NBA, and NBA, you had on the weekend. You had a couple things here. Clippers tied it up that's two apiece. Their series is shifting back to LA for Game 5 tomorrow night. The Lakers they lost Anthony Davis to a groin strain, and KCP was out that game too. So the Phoenix Suns tied it up at two apiece. That Game 5 is tonight in Phoenix. The Utah Jazz actually did what they're supposed to do. They're up 3-1 against the Memphis Grizzlies, and there's no turning back. It's just Memphis Grizzlies. There's always got to be a Cinderella story, and for that Cinderella story for the Memphis Grizzlies, it's over, 100% over. That game is, I believe, is tomorrow night, but tonight we have the Boston Celtics taking on the Brooklyn Nets. I'm about to say New Jersey, um, and the Lakers taking on the Suns, and the Portland Trailblazers, who are tied with Denver Nuggets at two apiece as well. On the weekend, also you had the Atlanta Hawks taking on the New York Knicks, and I'm pretty sure it's 2-1 series for the Atlanta Hawks. They blew them out in Game 3, and I don't know what's going on with Julius Randle. He just got to figure it out. I'm pretty sure they will. Game 4 is I believe it's tomorrow night or the night after that. So we'll see what happens on that stage. But the New York Knicks, gotta give them credit. They are playing pretty damn good in the regular season, but not right now because you got guys like Clint Capella talking trash and whatnot. So against Julius Randle and Derrick Rose, so it's quite the scene there. Lakers are without Anthony Davis, but the news dropped today that they're interested in Andre Drummond as a long-term fit with the Lakers. I'm not 100% sure I'm sold on that one. If anything, you would want to secure this point guard position and get some young shooters, but yeah, we'll see what happens during free agency. Basically, Luka is probably going to come back tomorrow night from his neck strain, and hopefully he plays really good because he's a phenomenal kid. Philadelphia 76ers, they are without Joel Embiid because he took a hard fall, and that is the reason why they lost last night. A lot of people, a lot of fans going hard at Ben Simmons, but they were without Joel Embiid. And if you recall, I said the Washington Wizards have no matchup for Joel Embiid. Well, guess what? He's out of the picture most likely next game. So, can the Washington Wizards come back from a 3-1 deficit? We have to find out. Speaking of Washington Wizards, Dave Bertans is out for 4 to 6 weeks, so he's done. And that was a pretty big key for their success because they had a 3-point shooter in Dave Bertans. And tonight is what I want to talk about. Boston Celtics taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Now, Friday night, the Boston Celtics had me stunned, or was it Saturday? I can't remember. Boston Celtics actually won that game, and it was game 3, and then game 4 they got blown out by the Brooklyn Nets. But Brooklyn Nets, they actually arrested that individual who threw the water bottle at Kyrie Irving. Don't condone that, but I also don't condone this. Kyrie Irving went in the middle of the Boston Gardens, and he started stepping on Boston Celtics, not mascot, but the logo, and that's pretty disrespectful. So he did that, then he walked away, and I think because everybody knows he had that scuffle with Dennis Schroeder, saying, okay, don't call me the N-word, and yet when Big Baby Davis, if you recall, he was on that championship run back in '08 with the Celtics. He actually said to like tweet it out saying that's stupid, that's wrong, don't ever do that again, kind of thing, and I dare you to do that to my face, or something like that. And then Kevin Garnett started laughing and whatnot, and then he said the N-word right there. So if you read my tweet is, well, how is that not contradicting himself? Because you have a guy like Kyrie Irving saying it's bad to use those words, but your own damn teammate is using those words. So you can't really, it's called being a hypocrite. So, and I bet you any money Kyrie Irving shrugged it off and said, okay, whatever, because he doesn't want to rock the boat with Kevin Durant. But if it's such a big deal for, and I don't condone it at all. That's a that's not cool. Saying that, I would never say it. And basically, why aren't you talking about it now when you talked about it with Dennis Schroeder, but you're not talking about the fact that Kevin Durant used it? Like, you took to social media saying okay, it's bad that Dennis Schroeder used that word, but you didn't take to social media when Kevin Durant just used the exact same word. So that's where it's, they gotta really. And then the funny thing is, nobody's talking about that. Nobody, social media, no media, no news outlets, nobody's talking about that. But it got big time attention when Dennis Schroeder used that word with Kyrie Irving. So it's, I don't know what to say, but it's just Kyrie Irving. It's just the Brooklyn Nets. Kyrie Irving, they have a pretty good chance to win the championship this year, but they come with a lot of drama, and that's just who they are. So tune in tonight for those 3 games and the Carolina Hurricanes taking on Tampa, and enjoy the show tonight. This is Jag Mangat. Tune in the podcast tonight, June 1st, 2021. It is super hot, and this is Sports Post Podcast.